It is such a great program. It's by an organization called Close Up. It's called Civics Matters. In participation with the Governor Katie Hobbs and the Arizona Cardinals, students are learning lessons about government. Then they have an essay contest. It's a 10th and 11th grade students. It's how young people can engage and participate in their community, the importance of civic engagement by everyday people, and how young people can contribute to creating positive community change. And then it culminates with a trip to Washington, D.C., which leaves tomorrow. And it's going to be hosted by Michael Bidwill, the CEO of the Arizona Cardinals. And it's such a great event. And he joins us now. Mr. Bidwill, it's always great to talk to you.
Thanks, Mike. It's great to be on with you this morning, and super excited about our fourth year of doing Civics Matters Arizona, taking 275 kids, the majority of them coming from Title I schools throughout the state of Arizona, 6 counties, 9 cities, 35 different schools. It's going to be a great trip.
Yeah, I know you yourself in your previous life, you spent time as a prosecutor, so you've worked in this system. The beauty of our government, the beauty of our Constitution, the Bill of Rights really is something that needs to be learned by everyone, an appreciation for how our founders wrote those documents. This is such an important program.
100%. You know, Ronald Reagan said probably about 40 years ago, 45 years ago, a number of times, he said, we're only one generation away from losing our freedom. And as you know, Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman Supreme Court justice in the world, was from Arizona. She served as an elected official and then joined the bench and eventually was appointed to the Supreme Court by Ronald Reagan. When she retired from the Supreme Court, she came back to Arizona and made it her life's mission to get civics back into schools. Civics, the arts, music, physical education have all been slowly removed from the school curriculums around the country. And it's super important that we get it back in and emphasize civics education so that we could build stronger citizens for the future.
Well, this is no small undertaking for you and for the Arizona Cardinals. 275 students on the Arizona Cardinals team playing all these days in Washington, D.C. Why jump in so heavily?
Well, we jumped in, and we've jumped in with Desert Financial, one of our corporate partners on this, and super excited that they've joined us this year to support this. And it's important because it's about the future of the country. And the grand prize is the trip to Washington, D.C., 4 days, 3 nights, all expenses paid. Many of these kids, this will be the first time on an airplane. And so it's exciting. We've got a number of great speakers like Wednesday night. And I know, Mike, you're going to be coming along on this trip and reporting from it. You'll see Wednesday night. Our keynote speaker is Congressman Juan Ciscomani, who is from Tucson, a Republican, who was on Doug Ducey's staff a number of years ago. Governor Ducey was the governor we launched this program with, and as you pointed out, Governor Hobbs has picked up the baton. It's not it's a bipartisan program here, and so it's exciting. Juan himself and his family immigrated from Mexico, became naturalized U.S. citizens through our legal process, and then had a dream to run for Congress. He himself went to a Title I school, put himself through college, and is living the American dream by now, representing the district that he went to a Title I school in.
What's also what I love about going to D.C., and I still get emotional when I go, and is when I go with Patricia Valencia is going to go along with us on this trip. It's going to be her first time, and many of these students, their first time in seeing the nation's capital. I love the look on people's faces when they walk on that National Mall or they walk into the Capitol Rotunda. There's just something special about that place.
It's the most powerful country in the world with the best system of government, and we've got to keep it alive. It's generationally improved. With each generation, we improve on this great experiment called a republic, called democracy, called capitalism, and the United States of America. So it's great that we're able to bring them. Patricia, I'm super excited that you're coming along and taking your first trip with us. It's going to be amazing. You know, Mike, we've already announced that Majority Whip Tom Emmer from Minnesota is getting all 275 students through security into the Capitol. And we're going to do a red jacket tour of the Capitol with these students. And then my high school buddy, who is now a Supreme Court Justice, Brett Kavanaugh, has been awesome about getting all 275 kids into the Supreme Court Friday afternoon as well. And so we're gonna have a really special trip this year. It's bigger and better every year, and these kids are going to learn a lot. They're going to come back. Close Up Foundation does a terrific job. They are not a tour group; they are an educational organization, and they do a great job. They'll work these kids until 10, 11 o'clock at night, teaching them, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but also a lot of work for them.
And it gives them the introduction into the separation of powers, but it also gives them an introduction into the political debate in a way where now it's not abstract. It's one-on-one and it's face-to-face, where there's mutual respect that's developed, where we can agree on things and disagree on others without being disagreeable with each other. So these lessons are so invaluable for such young people.
100%. It's about civil discourse. It's about treating people with respect. You know, the biggest part of advocacy is listening. I think these kids are going to listen a lot, and listen to as they debate different policies and things. There's some great exercises that Close Up's going to bring them through, in which they're going to learn how to come up with consensus opinions and shaping policy and things like that. So it's going to be a really awesome trip for them, where they're going to learn a lot of life lessons.
It's interesting. It's not lost on me how busy you are as an organization and the other things that are happening with the Arizona Cardinals and the planning for the season that's happening. But for you to not just the financial part of this, but you're going to be on this trip with all of us, taking out this time, and I can see how invested you are. It's incredible that you're doing all of this.
Well, it's important to me, and it's important to the team. It's part of our community impact and what we want to do, in leading from the front in the community, and making sure kids understand. It's also, you know, something that I talked to Justice O'Connor about a number of times, about, you know, using the Cardinals platform to help push forward civics education. And so I'm following through on those commitments that I made to her. I think it's great that we've got so many schools involved. We want to expand the program even more this year, and this trip is really the culmination of a lot of hard work by these students.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm wondering, I hope I get to ask somebody if you don't know the answer. How are they chosen? Like, when the kids are chosen, how are they notified? How do they find out that they are some of the kids on the trip?
So they're notified in different ways. Each school selects the winners of their own individual contests. The schools hold their own contests, and so the schools, notify them in the ways that they do. And I'm sure there's not a uniform way, but and then they all transport together. Most of them are transporting together, because some of these kids are coming as far away as Sierra Vista, Yuma, Holbrook, and then of course Tucson and the Valley area as well. So it's a big trip for these kids, and so Mike, you'll see tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit like an eighth grade dance. Nobody's talking to each other, and by the end of the trip, they're all hugging and they're all best friends. By the end of it, it's pretty cool.
So I know that you are a pretty accomplished pilot. Are you flying the plane?
No, I'm not not flying the plane. This is our Boeing 777 that the team flies on to and from road games. It's not a pilot, or it's not an airplane that I'm type rated in. I fly our corporate jet, and so it's. But I'm sure I'll make my way up to the cockpit and sit in the jump seat for a few minutes.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool experience. I've seen it on the tarmac a few times, and it looks spectacular. I can't wait to be on this trip. Also, tomorrow at the kickoff, which we're going to be broadcasting from for a little while, the governor's going to be there with a send-off. And I think it's incredible that she thinks enough of this program that she wants to be there and speak to these kids.
She does. She's going to kick it off as part of the send-off as well. We're going to have a number of Cardinals alumni cheer team there, as well as Big Red and some others. So we're excited to kick this thing off. We've got a number of corporate partners they're going to be out there that want to see this thing off. We're also bringing a small group of winners from the U.S. The Federal District Court of Arizona has a competition every year, and we're bringing 5 kids who participated in their competition as well. So really great stuff. There's so many great organizations working on civics throughout our state. We've linked some of their information to our app and website about what they're doing as well, to celebrate and to spread the word. And we're not trying to have a bunch of kids that ultimately run for office. If there are a few, that would be great, but we're really trying to build better citizenship, have people understand to get their news from multiple sources, so they're just not listening to one source. Be engaged citizens, give back to the community when they're engaging in debate, to do it with a civil discourse.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you just one football question. Give us a preview of
Go.
what you think, because I just got to tell you that the moves you made for the defense have seemed spectacular. Everybody seems to be talking about the great growth that's going to happen there, and bringing back Calais Campbell. As a Miami Hurricane fan myself, I got to tell you, I am so happy to see him back in a Cardinals uniform.
So am I. Calais, we've missed his leadership and his play on the field, and he's going to make a huge difference for us. Even though he's, at the age he's at, he's still very productive. But I think Monty Ossenfort, our general manager, and Coach Gannon have done a terrific job of building the roster. We certainly flipped the script in the offseason here this year about taking one of our weaknesses, which is our defensive front, and turning it into a strength. And now we got to, knock on wood, stay healthy and get to the regular season. And I'm looking for great things, and I feel like the organization is on the move and will make some big moves on the football field this year as well.
Well, it's a privilege to talk to you today. I thank you for all of the time today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And a big thank you from all of us here for letting us join you on this trip. It's going to be spectacular.
Thanks, Mike. Look forward to seeing you in the morning with our friends from Desert Financial and all those 275 kids. It's going to be a great trip, and I look forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be terrific. Thank you, Mr. Bidwill. That is Michael Bidwill spending a few moments with us. He is the CEO of the Arizona Cardinals, and a big investment in youth in this program. It cannot be overstated what they are doing at the Arizona Cardinals. Investing in this, the governor, also Desert Financial, a civics trip where they're going to learn so much with their hands and eyes on things in Washington, D.C. It's going to be spectacular.
Thanks for watching the Mike Broomhead Show. Tap to watch and listen to the new season of Amazing Arizonans, a KTAR News podcast. You can also click the button in the middle to subscribe.